I don't know what I'm recording for sure. Hopefully I'm recording all of this. Paula and Mike had a tree branch come down with the microburst the other day, so they're working on that. So I wanted to read through before we even start the vision statement, and then I wanted to read through our 6 habits of transformational leadership. And of course, if anything comes across that you want to change in this vision statement, let me know. I just kind of revamped it and revamped it and revamped it, and this is what I came up with ChatGPT. So, vision statement for team growth. We are a powerful community of Optavia coaches committed to creating results and building unstoppable momentum. As such, we will be proactive and not just reactive. This is a space for leaders who are ready to lead with intention, connect proactively, and inspire each other forward. This is a 100% positive space to grow, learn, and lead together. We show up with energy, value, and encouragement, making every coach feel seen, heard, and supported. We are movement makers. Our Team Growth Zoom is a sacred space for those who are moving forward in their business with vision and integrity. We gather for 60 minutes weekly. The first 30 minutes is to inspire each other, and the second 30 minutes is to learn from each other. Together we rise, we inspire forward, we lift each other up, we learn together, we lead together, we grow together. Growth is better when we do it together. And then I want to go ahead and read through. I looked these up this morning because I thought it would be a great thing to go back and just look at our habits of transformational leadership. And then I added the little underneath to it for an explanation. So we lead from the future and act in the now. This habit emphasizes the importance of having a clear vision for our future while taking practical steps in the present to achieve it. Number 2, we take responsibility. We play above the line. This involves taking ownership of one's actions and decisions rather than blaming external factors and acting ethically and responsibly. We seek growth and we embrace obstacles as the way. This habit encourages continuous learning and development and viewing challenges as opportunities for growth and improvement. We connect authentically and we cultivate trust. This highlights the importance of building genuine and trusting relationships with others through open communication and empathy. We awaken potential and transform masterfully. This focuses on identifying and nurturing the potential in one's self and others, empowering us and them to reach their full potential. We deliver extraordinary results and serve to better humankind. This habit emphasizes the importance of achieving exceptional outcomes while also contributing to the well-being of society. These 6 habits, when practiced consistently, can empower leaders to drive positive change, inspire others, and achieve remarkable results. All right. So any questions or suggestions on the mission statement?
I'd say the only thing on the mission statement is we say proactive more than one time. There must be another adjective or some sort we could put in there so that we aren't repeating the same word. That's about the only thing I picked up on, just being a listener.
Okay.
It makes sense in either portion of wherever we say it, but I just think we should use a different word that maybe means the same thing or reiterate our proactive word.
No, that's good. Awesome. Anything, Christy?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right. So inspire us. What's going on? What's something that just has stood out to you, or you just want to share?
My words are Who's doing Edge? Christy, are you doing Edge 30?
Yep, I was just going to talk about that. Thank you.
Well, I am so excited because I get to brag that this week I had one day where I fulfilled every single thing over and above, plus got to say that I had a coach conversation and I'm gonna set up a coach, um, oh, what do I want to call it? Yeah, one of
Explore.
those. Yeah, Coach
Yep.
Explore. I think I said it right the first time when I shared it, but
Good for
yeah.
you.
Awesome.
So that was awesome. And then I was sharing with TJ that I have struggled with my app. I don't know if you have. And so then after I said that, it's like your car having a noise and you get your husband in the car and then it doesn't do it anymore. So now so I'm having a, the last time I had to install it 5 times.
Oh,
And
geez.
then after I whined to TJ about it, now it's behaving itself. So
Awesome. Okay, great job. Great job. Okay, Christy, talk to us about your edge. And I'm just writing notes, is why I'm not looking at the screen.
Um, I haven't had any coach explorers, but I've been getting it all done every day.
good girl.
Thank you.
Awesome.
It gives me a little
And
bit of satisfaction to know that I have that little, I'm a box checker or whatever you want to call it. And so I actually highlight mine off on my paper as I'm doing my thing. But it does give me the satisfaction that I'm doing the right things in my efforts versus just doing something and thinking don't waste too much time doing too much follow up or worrying too much about what post you're going to put out. Just stick with the Edge 30 and just track that. And I think that's just a good place to be. I'm
that,
satisfied. I'll give it that word.
and that's something that,
I like checking boxes too.
yep, um, something that I would like to ask as you're doing those actions and you're making it happen, are you finding that it's actually pretty simple and that it's going a little bit faster and it's also becoming just what you do, so you're feeling more confident? So are all of those things kind of starting to circle up for each of you?
You go first,
Yes,
Christy, because you know me, I talk too much.
not you. Yes to all the above. It's much easier having that to, and then also going and doing the uh, Empower Hour really helps too. Although I've only done that a couple times, but
Mhm.
having the boxes to mark off definitely helps.
Hmm.
Love it. Add in the Empower Hour to help do all of that. Awesome.
Hmm.
Awesome. Awesome. So, Barb, how about you?
Well, I kind of feel less overwhelmed because I think that I was trying to be so inclusive to just too many things, feeling that at that point in time they were the right things. And it's not that they're not the right things, but it's just not maybe the most important things to move forward. Everything is important as far as that goes, but it kind of unclouded my head as to the steps that I really need to focus on that are just more important. So I don't know. I feel less overwhelmed. That's what I feel. And I was really in overwhelm spinning around. So I'm doing better and just clearing things out of my head,
I
whatever
love
that
that.
means. But I do feel better about it all.
Yeah, I love that. And that's kind of where I am too with the edge. It's like it's just what I do when my alarm goes off, because I have my alarm set at 9 o'clock. If I have not done one of the actions,
Yeah.
I go finish it up, and then I
Report.
no matter what we're doing, it's like, hey, I gotta do Edge. Kevin just knows that my 9 p.m. is sometimes I have to do stuff, but I'm finding that most of the time I've already marked everything off and submitted it for the day when my alarm goes off at 9 p.m. You
Hmm.
know, um, but yeah, I definitely appreciate that. I would like to figure out. I'm gonna look for that. I would like to find the video that the company did Um, Sorry, I'm making myself a note. I'd like to find the
Me too.
video that the company did about Edge 30, and when they just ran through, and I mean, they taught the whole thing in, what was it, 40 minutes, and showed you how you do it. It's like boom, 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 boom. And I
I'd
mean,
like to
that was,
see that. That's cool.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and there was a lot. It was one of the Thursday night ones that we're having, one of the company Zooms. So I'll have to figure out where those are. But it was, I mean, there was a lot of teaching in it, and the whole thing took like 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Bang.
they just made it so simple. So yeah, I'm going to circle that and see if I can find that and put that in there. So I guess my thing that I want to talk about, and I don't know if it's inspiring to you guys, but so yesterday, as I was driving down the mountain, so I had spotty service, but every time I would stop because I was just taking my time and dawdling and getting out of traffic, and I had a gal that was dealing with binge eating disorder, which is I've had binge eating disorder. You always thought I was crazy, but I was so appreciative that she was open and honest with it. She telling me she was struggling, and it was just such an awakening as I'm doing this stuff and thinking about the fact that the big picture, like I shared on the Wen Zoom this morning. And I loved that question.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't it be cool if I could truly help people see the big picture, which is changing our identity to becoming a healthy person instead of so hyper focused on the details. And I always go back to the analogy of snow skiing. When I first started snow skiing, actually for a long time, I was so hyper focused on the clump of snow that realistically when you're going down and you're skiing and you go through this clump of snow, if you're going really slow, it does kind of give you a an uncomfortable feeling. But if you're going even a little bit faster, you don't even notice that clump of snow unless it's a hard chunk or a real wet chunk. You don't even notice it. But when you're hyper focused and you're going really slow and you're looking so much on being perfect on plan, and you're looking so am I exercising and I'm not doing good at it's but when you start snow skiing and you just swish down the mountain, those little things, yeah, they're still in front of you. They're still just as big as they ever were, but you just navigate them. You just navigate them.
Mm-hmm.
And the big thing is, we've got to get to the point of changing this. And I want to help people see this. But yet, I don't know how to move from awakening people to losing weight to getting to that point of simply becoming a healthy person. Because I want to go and just talk to people about, we got to change our identity. People aren't ready for that yet. I mean,
They
you
aren't.
have,
But I know exactly your message right here, TJ, because you're trying to help them not think so much about the struggle and micromanage every little dot and just just be, just go.
yeah.
Give it a
And
go
that's,
and leave the struggle behind.
and I think with last week's meeting here, that's kind of what I'm trying to do with coaching. I really want to not micromanage any of you guys. I want to be here as a supporter. I want to be here as a leader and a partner with you guys. I want to become a leader with you guys. So I think that's what my passion was on the beginning of last week's meeting, was just helping you guys see what I see in you. And yeah, maybe I'm a day or two farther along being a coach, but yeah,
Well, we were talking about Edge 30 just right before this, and this kind of ties in my mind of how long has Edge 30 been around? How long has Optavia had Edge 30? And they're just now kind of pulling it into our world. We weren't ready for it yet. We weren't ready for it yet. Now we're ready for it. Now you're helping us learn it. That's the leader and the partner with us is you're bringing this to us now after bringing the other things because it was too much to swallow all at once. We wouldn't, it was going to get us all back in overwhelm and spin our brains around. But now we're starting to trickle in a few new things and a few new things. And that's just how we're doing with our clients.
Yeah. Christy, do you have something to say? I see you come off mute.
No, I still don't want you to think I was being rude being on mute.
Oh, no, I figure you.
Oh, not at all. Sometimes I have extra background noise at my house even, and I'll mute up in between times.
Yeah. Okay.
Dogs
Okay.
barking.
I'm gonna write down identity talk.
And I don't even know if maybe telling people that you're wanting to help them find a new identity. Honestly, when we visit with most, or me anyway, I guess I can only speak for myself. I feel like they don't have any idea that they need it. They don't have any idea what they come off as. They're just being themselves. Does that make sense? They have no idea of all these things that are even capable to even become.
Which takes me to something that totally caught me. So, when we were down in Utah, it wasn't even meant to really be the whole thing that was going on. So Amber and Jared were getting ready to lead the doctors and nurses call, or chunk, I think. They were going to answer some questions, but she brought up the four quadrants of consciousness, where we start with unconscious incompetence, and then we move over to conscious incompetence. So we start over here where we're just clueless. And then we move over here where we're aware of all of those things that need to get done, but we don't know how to do it. And then we move into the hard part, this part where we are working. We are consciously doing those things, and we're working, and it's a struggle, and it's hard, because we're making all of those. So it actually fits in with that whole identity thing. It fits in with that
Totally.
whole, oh my gosh, how, everything is just simply, we're so hyper focused on getting those things done. But the goal is to move from that third quadrant over to this fourth quadrant where it's just what we do.
It is. And it's not hard anymore if you can get there.
We unconsciously do it. But what they went off on was when we're in this conscious incompetence and we're having to do the work, and a lot of times the second time around, it's even more hard because we're just working and doing it. We go back up here to where we're not doing it, but we're conscious of it.
Yep.
That's the struggle bus right there. Because we can never go back to the first box of being unconsciously incompetent. We
Correct.
stay in this box of being so messed up because we're aware, but we're not doing anything about it. And then this one feels so hard.
And that's our resistance that Dave talks about all the time.
But we really want to get over here to that fourth one, because that's when we have changed our identity and we just become, and it's who we are, and we're not so hyper focused, and it's not as hard because it's just how we live life.
Mm-hmm. What a concept, huh? Yay, Dr. A.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Join in, Christy.
Where's your
That a girl.
All right, guys. Well, I don't have any specific lesson for today or teaching, is there anything that you guys have a question about that I can, sorry, I'm looking through my notes really quick to see if there was any story, empower statement, because I don't think I had anything that has been heavy on my heart other than that identity thing has just been running around and it just keeps growing within me. So,
Now, one night, and I don't know, Christy, you might have been on there. It was a Habit Finder health class, and a gal got on towards the end. Dave always likes to ask if anybody has any questions and wants to share or whatever. And it was absolutely very charming because it was an older gal, and she was um, counting her blessings and saying how much she appreciated Optavia and the Habit Finder Health, and that she was doing so well. And she gave how, her weight loss and her health gain, health issues that had kind of depleted, and she was feeling so great. She says, and now I don't know what to do with my husband though, because I'm smarter than him about all this stuff. And I feel like I'm pulling him around while I put the chain around his neck. And she said, it's really, what'd she say? It's really exhausting. I just thought it was very humorous, very charming, because she didn't mean to make it sound not nice, but it came out so cute. And Dave just chuckled and he said, well, that's part of the things we learn too, is that we learned it in baby steps, and you've got to teach them in baby steps. And they weren't right there by your side hooked onto you when you were learning it. So they get a turn at doing this too. And it was really cool how he kind of put that little fire out. But it was so cute how she said, what do we do with our spouse? Because he's just not getting it. and, and it was just adorable. And I don't know, that's just stuck with me and kind of makes me chuckle when I think about it. But I thought, some of us who do have our husbands on board are very fortunate because we don't think about it like that anymore. Because we've gotten past that. We're in a different spot too. So, but you do think about it like that. Wow, I've made it across the bridge, and you're not here yet. Come on.
yes.
And it's
And
hard not to drag them, let them do
It
their
is.
own thing.
It's hard to not think, well, how come they don't already know this? I've been doing it. Well, that's a fact.
Okay,
You were
so
doing
guys,
it. They weren't.
that's
Yeah.
what we need to focus on, those people around us. I'm going to encourage each of
Absolutely.
you to jump into the book Let Them. And Christy, I know you have it and I know you're not quite there, but I think that we probably need to really, really focus on the chapter about not dragging people.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go to that.
She does a phenomenal job.
It's
So
called
in
Let
fact,
Them.
yes, Let Them
Okay.
by
I'm writing this down.
Mel
Mel Robbins.
Robin.
Mel
hmm
Robbins.
Okay.
In fact,
I looked at
maybe
that book list somebody put in there and I thought that was awesome. Thank you, whoever did that.
I might, maybe I'll teach on that next week.
Okay. I think that's really important because just in my world of everything, people know that I'm doing this. People that I rub elbows with every day or every week know I'm doing this. And I don't want to come off, I don't know, not in the right way that I mean to come off. So
Yeah.
Well, I
I don't want to
think,
say something that makes anybody feel like I've got something on them. Little do they know, I want them to come with me. I'll hold their hand.
Right.
and that's exactly, we have to be very, very conscious. In fact,
Conscious.
that's
Yep.
again, part of this group is me. I don't want to drag you guys. If you want this, you got to do it. I'll be
hmm
here. I love when you guys inspire. I mean, I love the beginning of this meeting, and that's I get that myself. So that's what I'm hoping that each and every person will get, because I get to get on and I get to hear these things. That was my initial what caught me for that, but I don't want to drag anybody. I want to do the thing, and I hope that that inspires others to do the thing. And I think the let them theory, just recognizing whether it's clients, how it is, we just keep asking questions. It's like we stay in relationship with previous clients. We do it, we live it. I mean, I can say 10 years in now because I live it, I do it, I live
That's
it out loud,
awesome.
and it's like with people who are not doing personal development, they don't get some of this stuff, and we can't slap them for it, even though we'd like to slap them
Correct.
when we come up. But anyways, okay.
Well,
And
yeah, because we don't want anybody to think that we're looking down our nose at them just because they are not picking up on what our vibe is and what our thing is. So I'm trying to be very, very conscious of that because I never mean for that. But sometimes it sneaks out. So we just have to be conscious of it, like you said.
Sometimes I
and the
But I
roll my eyes.
will.
person oh, and the
What'd you say,
personal de-
Christy?
and the personal development part of this is huge, and getting
Mm-hmm.
people to understand that. Yep.
Yeah. And I think again that just comes with asking the question. So what do you
Mm-hmm.
want? And when they say, well, I want this, it's like, okay, come with me to the wind zoom. Are you on the wind zoom? Can you can you give me, and again, asking questions. I love that it's all about asking, can you commit to once a week? Can you, and I don't know if you guys see me on the wind zoom, that's my client that's down 144 pounds as of this morning. And he
Wow.
hasn't done that part yet. And it just worries me, worries me, worries me. So I'm always bugging
Right.
him. Oh, it's starting right now. Can you jump on the wind? What is that number again? Yes, I roll my eyes.
Yeah,
I send him the link again. But he asked because I asked and he got on.
exactly.
And yeah, he's been on twice. He's just starting his 12th month, and he's been on twice. It's okay. I just keep asking him questions. So,
You do.
um,
I have a similar client and I don't know what else to do with him, but that.
mhm. And a lot of times those are the people that will come back the second time, and the second time you ask the question. So, do you want to change? Do you want this to be lifelong, or do you want it to be a diet again? You
Right.
know, questions, 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 because they have to take ownership. So, shoot, I know. How are you guys feeling with the calculator? Do you have it saved someplace where you can access it? That's the one thing I'm
I
struggling.
don't even have it on there yet. So
Neither do I. I was going to say something, if I can, that,
Yep.
absolutely.
you know, is kind of just my client, so whatever. But he he starts a job on August 4th working, and it's like now he's totally into this and really watching himself because, he wants to do the best he can. And but I'm going to say this too, that whether I should or not, but he's like, or I'm like, you're going to do this for your job and you're not doing it for me. But at least he's doing it. So, anyway,
Yeah, and he also had a jacuzzi thing though too. He went to an Optavia event.
twice now,
What's that?
twice now,
Twice.
twice.
But but again, a lot of times that sparks our fire to do something just a little bit more.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that is true. But it's also been admitted to me the reason, because this job he's worried about and he wants to do the best he can. And I understand that. But anyway,
So Christy, that was my
yes,
point
ma'am.
just a few minutes ago,
Yeah,
is because they don't know any better, honey. That is their reasoning right now. They don't have anything other to reason with.
yeah.
And that's where our little habit by whatever just kind of starts to, you just got to slowly work it in and work it in and work it in, and you just keep working it in, and pretty quick they'll taste a little bit of it, and then pretty quick they might take a bigger bite. And
Hmm.
but right now he's been hyper focused. It's back to what TJ said. Hyper, we are hyper to begin with, and we're all hyper focused on whatever. And so he was hyper focused on that. Now he's accomplished what he set out to do. He can't take all this other stuff in.
Yeah.
And now maybe he can because he doesn't have to hyper focus on that. So keep doing what you were doing
On
and
the
don't
way,
get discouraged.
nope. TJ knows this. On the way home from Utah, he said, "What do you want?" And I told him what I wanted, and he said, "What can I do to help you?" So there we go.
Awesome. Didn't
We
that
could
make you
be,
feel great?
it did, yes. We could be a
That's
TJ and Kevin.
awesome.
Anyway, I hope I
Nope, that's
didn't
awesome. That's a
chase
good share.
squirrels there. Thank you.
No, no, it's all good.
I blubbered to TJ yesterday. We just have to be honest with one another. Otherwise, we can't really know where another person is at. That's why with potential clients, we ask the questions and ask the questions. What our deal is, poor TJ, we don't even give her a chance to ask. We just tell her. Here it is. Bleh. And she still keeps coming. So, yay. We're lucky.
We are lucky to have her.
We are.
And I am
We
lucky to
want you
have
to
you.
feel good too, TJ. You are a good leader.
Yes, she is. Yes, you are.
All right, anything else you guys want to cover or questions? And then we'll go ahead and jump off of here.
I'm good. I need a potty break. That's what I'll say.
I'm good too. I guess maybe that was a mentoring thing I just talked about, not a what
That's
we were.
okay.
Okay.
It's okay. And Chrissy, we're still Zooming today though, right?
At what time?
I, wha-
We
I
changed it.
don't
That's
know.
why.
Oh, you
Remember?
I
did?
just from Zoom to Zoom. What is are you Pacific right now?
Yeah.
Yours is usually at 10. But actually I could do you at 11 because Mike and Paula had to cancel because of the tree if you want.
Um.
At 9.
Or
Then
what's right after me if you and I jump on here, TJ, real quick?
yep.
So 9, you could do it.
Uh-huh.
Let's do 9. Nobody's stirring yet, so that would be
Okay.
good.
Okie dokie.
What's
And
Pacific? An hour earlier?
yes.
You're
Yeah.
8 o'clock right now?
No,
Oh,
we're later, right? Yeah, I'm 8 o'clock
No,
earlier.
you're
okay, because
earlier.
it's 9 here, so
Yeah.
okay.
Yep. I will see Barb in about 20 minutes for half an hour, and then I'll see Christy right after. So, all righty, guys. Okay, I will be back soon. I will stop
Okay.
the recording.
You want to do a picture?
Yeah.